Me personally, uh, me observing Boosie's career, I'ma just keep it a bean. Dude been literally spoiled all his life. Like he been spoiled all his life. Getting 25,000 for an interview. Each interview, dude been spoiled all his life. I'ma just keep it a bean. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like what really happened between Boosie and Vlad, you know, it was some childish shit. So Boosie found out that a person he looked down on got more money than him. That's basically what the situation was about. Like he looked down on 6ix9ine, so he figured in his mind, oh, you could pay this person more than you paid me for an interview. Now I want to raise, and you thinking that that person is gonna go for that. That don't mean Vlad is in the right, but what Boosie is asking for, like it's cool to know your worth and all that, but what Boosie is asking for, that's like, oh well, hey yo, plug. Even though you throw the work out there, I want more than what you make. That's what Boosie is on. He like, since I'm this and that, I want to make more than you do. That's like you being a regular worker and want to make more than the supervisor. That's what Boosie was on. And I'm like, me knowing Boosie and how Boosie is, the dude, he literally been spoiled all his life. Like, he felt since he looks down on 6ix9ine for telling or whatever, that, yo, I should get paid more than him because I look down on him. He's beneath me. And then when that didn't happen, his ego took a hit. Like, bro, you's a kid. Like, you childish on bruh now, like on bro grave. Like for you to be the age you is, to be getting 25,000 in this time in your life, that's not to say that like Boosie don't deserve, like, okay, he been in the game for this long, whatever, no pun. But I'm like, dude, it's people that would kill for that opportunity, and you just like, oh man, fuck that 25,000 interview. All you doing is sitting there talking. It's like, bro, everybody know Boosie weird. Like that nigga's a weird dude on bro grade. I don't give a fuck about Vlad. Like, let's put that out there. I don't give a shit about Vlad at all. At all. I believe personally he exploits our people just for selfish gain, and he makes like more than enough money off us to where like it's not like you hurting. But what Boosie don't understand is, nigga, you do like 30,000 interviews a year. So then when somebody new come on there, no pun, it's like, of course they want to see this interview. But you making it seem, what's up with it? What's up with it, y'all? You making it seem like he got something personal against you. Like, cause he don't want to pay you what he paid 6ix9ine, but you made more than what 6ix9ine made altogether. Whose fault is it you don't know how to spend your money? Whose fault is that? Nigga, that's your fault. Like, man, everybody know Boosie is just a spoiled ass kid. Like, Boosie been spoiled all his life. I'ma just keep it a bean. He been spoiled all his life. He been famous since he been like 16, 17, 15, probably even 14. Like, and let's put this out there. This ain't the down talk Boosie. Dude, you came from a two-parent household. Like, nigga, you literally had everything given to you. Like, he's like a baby. You know what I'm saying? The baby of the family. So he was really spoiled. It's not like you come from the real trenches or nothing. Like, nigga, you had a great upbringing and you decided to get in the streets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we keeping it a bean about Boosie, he chose the streets. It wasn't like this is all he had. Like, this nigga could have been anything he wanted to be. Like, it be niggas who basically nepo babies that want to prove they from the streets and all that. Like, this shit is weird. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of y'all just lying about this nigga Boosie. This nigga, bro, he had great parents. He had a great father. Rest in peace to him. Like, nigga, you didn't have to be in the streets like other people had. You had people that would have like been with you every step of the way. If he chose to go to college, if he chose to still play ball, whatever, they would have been in the stands rooting for this man. Like, nigga, you ain't had to get out there and figure out shit on your own. Or why you think why niggas is giving Boosie clout for shit that Marlo did, like that the niggas around him are doing. Like, I don't respect that shit because it's not like you had to do that. It's not like you had to. Now, certain situations you could say, like, from Boosie's past, like, okay, I understand that. But certain situations, he didn't even have to do that. You ain't had to do that. He gonna get on Vlad talking about, don't talk about the shit, you know, that I survived. He was facing death row. Why? Because a young kid that he chose to take under his wing and use him instead of like, listen, little bro, we get money over here. You ain't gotta do none of that no more. And anything he said, the little nigga would have did. But people want to give respect to this nigga, and this nigga is talking about God, for they worship me with their mouths, but their hearts are far from me. So the man, I don't even know what to say about this dude. This nigga literally had everything handed to him, and then you know how spoiled this nigga is because you getting 25K an interview and you gonna turn that down because you couldn't get a $5,000 raise. You saying, hey, I'm a worker, but I want to get paid more than the boss. Like, that don't make no sense. That don't even make no sense. And then he broke it down to you. I don't give a fuck about Vlad. I know he ain't shit. I know this personally. But that's like you going to work and saying, you know what? I want to get paid more than the person that created all of this. That don't make no fucking sense. And then he broke it down to you like, yo, your interviews, you know, they get tons of views, but they not just up there. Instead of Boosie being like, let me get my views and my numbers up, he don't do shit. Like, it's Vlad editors that are cutting and making them into small clips and all of this shit. Boosie ain't doing nothing but sitting there talking. Like, this nigga is an ungrateful ass nigga. Like, I said in one of my songs, if the slaves came back, they say you niggas is spoiled. Dead homies. Like, it's niggas ain't getting reparations. kids dying of starvation, and nigga, you got the nerve to turn down 25,000 because you didn't get five more bands than that. Like, man, fuck that nigga. Straight like that. Fuck that dude. Straight like that. Straight like that. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. My problem is with Boosie is you come from Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge. A place where not a lot of people make it. A place where crime infested. You come from this place where people are desperate to get out of that situation, and you acting like you done forgot how hard you worked to get to where you is. You know in the Bible it say pride go before the fall. And a haughty spirit, yeah, go look it up. For knowing where Boosie comes from, it's like, bro, you got a golden opportunity and you just pissing it away. You're just pissing it away because of your own ego. Because you think you better than the rat. You acting like this nigga told on you. You mad at 6ix9ine and 6ix9ine get to troll you talking about I take a pay cut or whatever. But you so in your heart that this person you look down on got more money than you for one interview. But if you calculate all the money that Boosie has gotten in his Vlad interviews, it's 10 times more than what 6ix9ine ever got paid. That don't make no sense for you to be so spoiled as a man. So spoiled as a man. And this is what happens. When we start getting money and stuff like that, we start to become, like, I'm going to keep it a being with y'all. When we start doing well, we start forgetting how hard we worked to get here. We start to forget the things we went through. That's like somebody finally getting, in a good relationship, and we forget that we was ever in a bad one. So we feel we could talk to them any type of way. We feel we could treat them any type of way, and they just gonna stay there. Like, that's when pride goes before the fall. It's like you so blinded by your own ego that you don't even notice what you're doing is wrong. How you treating people is wrong. How you talking to people. How you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, when people are, like, say they not famous, right? All they want to do is be acknowledged. But once they get acknowledged, they turn their back on the people that actually had their back. That's what ego and pride does. Because now they went from not getting invited to invited, to not getting any likes to getting all the likes, to, like, it's just sad, bro, how soon we forget when we were starving now that we full. To talk ish on the same stomach we were starving on. And then wondering why these types of people don't have no friends. Wondering why these types of people can't keep a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like Boosie has done. You've made it, but you allowed your ego to tell you, oh, well, I ain't about to juck a job. I know my worth. Bro, you getting $25K in interview. What are you talking about? A person, get that to a homeless person. That will make the rest of their year. They won't even, that will make 10 years for them. Man, I can't believe I got 25K for that one interview. But this is what happens when people are so used to people kissing they behind that when somebody tells them the truth, they think you dissing them. They think, oh, you don't love me and this and that. I'm basically the only person that love you by telling you the truth. Like, that's not cool. I don't like the way you treat me. Well, other people don't complain because other people, some people ain't got the heart to say the truth because they don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Me, I don't care at all. If we friends, we gonna be friends even after this. I ain't about to fall out with you over nothing. But you crossing me, that's something totally different. You mistreat me, that's so totally different. We can have a misunderstanding and agree to disagree, but like, I don't even know what to say, man. This dude, like, on behalf of all black people, Boosie does not represent us at all. He don't represent us because for your people to be enslaved and be in cotton fields and all of this, to you getting paid, fast forward 25K an interview. I seen an interview where a woman said she got paid $1 a week to work the fields. $1. Think about that. $1 a week. Matter of fact, I think it was like $3. Just think about that. Not hourly, weekly. And this was a slave woman. She worked the cotton fields. And if you know the cotton fields, it's thorns on that the cotton is on, which is why the slaves' hands was always messed up. For black people to come from that to, that's why I never asked for reparations. That's why I don't care if I get reparations. Like, what black people really gonna buy? I'm black. I've been black all my life. What are you really gonna buy? Let's just say the government was kind enough to give each black person or minority or whatever, whoever, white, it don't matter, Indian, it don't matter. Let's just say they was kind enough to give everybody 100,000 each. What you think people gonna do? Poor people gonna do what poor people only know how to do. They gonna buy they gonna buy dumb shit. On bro grade they is. Somebody gonna be walking down the street with a giraffe. Why did you buy a giraffe? I always wanted one of these. Not to say that some people won't make smart decisions, but when you are used to taking ish for granted, you're gonna do dumb ish because you're used to it. When pride blinds you, you're gonna be doing dumb ish because that's what you're gonna do. Because that's what you're used to doing. It don't matter where you go, everybody can't be the problem. So when people wasn't doing the Vlad interviews, now you want people to not rock with Vlad because now you don't rock with him. This is how some people is. Some people, they do stuff like this. They say, oh, I ain't cool with that person. So you can't be cool with them either if you my friend. Understandable. But then they'll go turn right around and be cool with that same person they told you not to be cool with. That don't make no sense. That don't make, oh, when I'm ready to be cool with them, you can be cool with, like, no, you don't run nothing. That's why I say some people just spoil, man, and I just don't rock with that, bro. I don't rock with that. I'm just like, Boosie, to have survived everything you've been through. That's all I got to say to Boosie. It's like, bro, to have survived everything you've been through and still be able to be alive You done beat cancer. You done beat penitentiary time, fed time, death row, attempts on your life, all that to this. Turning down easy money. You ain't gotta sell your soul. You don't have to throw your life away. Easy money. Which is why I had an issue with Ari Spears. Cause I'm like, Ari Spears, you getting 4K a month. But you saying, I think, I should get paid more and stuff like that. And when it was time to actually talk, you just went ghost. You told him you wanted to meet up, no pun, to talk about the situation. He was willing to have a conversation with you. And then you went completely ghost. And then you wondering why he don't like you. Then you saying, I know my worth. I'm like, man, I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. Now, it's different if, you know what I'm saying, my situation with Vlad is, Vlad tries to get people up there, to do the shock value-ish. Like, I want you to say something, not that I want you to say something bad about this person, but, you know what I'm saying, I'm just trying to pay my bills. Understandable. But if you got to act like a buffoon, what must it profit a man to gain the whole world but forfeit his own soul? So if you basically just up there on Vlad platform, just talking down on people and all that, I'm not cool with that. Like, but that's literally what he got them up there for. So he can ask that person about other people. That's not to say Boosie ain't a scrapper. Boosie, at a time, he was a scrapper. At a time, Boosie was a scrapper. But when he started getting money, he started getting comfortable. And that's when you start, throwing away good opportunities because you in your feelings. Because you in your feelings. Boosie is Boosie's own worst enemy. And I'm going to just leave it like that. Boosie is Boosie's own worst enemy. You letting your pride get in the way of business. And I'm like, you mad at 6ix9ine like he the one told on you. Like, it don't make no sense. That's like somebody being mad at somebody who told on somebody else. Like, they didn't tell on you. And why are you looking down on this person? For God made what was weak to shame the wise. So you, quote unquote, feel like you all this, or whatever the case may be. You telling, and Vlad the one that said this. He's saying, you told Vlad not to interview Charleston White. That's weird. When do black people stop other black people or other people in general from getting money? Because you don't like them. I say, if you gonna be cool with me, I'm not cool with them. But if you gonna be cool with me, you can't be cool with that person. And I'm not gonna be later on me and that person cool. It ain't gonna never be none of that. I mean, I don't rock with these people because of how they move. And I don't want you to get mixed in it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's understandable. Because I'm not going to be friends with people you don't like. That's a conflict of interest because you don't know what I'm saying to these people. I don't know what you're saying to those people. So in order to cut all that out, listen, if we friends, this is who I don't like. this and that. But I'm not gonna tell you you can't be cool with them. I'm saying I'm not cool with them. And if you gonna be cool with them, I gotta back off. Just keeping it a beam because I don't rock with them. And I'm never gonna rock with them at all. You know what I'm saying? So if you gonna be cool with them, we cool. It just we can't hang like that. We can't chit chat. If I see you, you know, around the way, you say what's up, what's up. I keep it moving. You keep it moving. That's how I am. Cause you will never be able to say I said something that I didn't say. Cause I tell you what I said to your face, and whatever I said about that person, I ain't gotta tell you. I done already told them I don't rock with them. So with that being said, it's like for Boosie to do this weird type of behavior, like, oh, don't interview Charleston White. Like, I could care less for Charleston White, but I'm not about to stop his money. I'm not about to stop your money. This is business. This ain't personal. This is you acting like this is some type of street ish that's going on. Like that's weird behavior. That's weird. Oh, yeah, don't interview 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying? Or don't interview Charleston because he called the police and all that. And you know how I feel about the police and all that. Like, you a grown man. You went and said you don't rock with Donald Trump and anybody that don't rock with him, but then you turn around and ask him for a pardon. This is weird. If this ain't weird to y'all all know it. Like that dude weird. Like Boosie is a weird dude. Like you just said you don't rock with Trump, but now you asking him for a pardon. Like which one is it? Which one? Like I don't get it. I don't care for Vlad at all. At all. Ever since AR Ab got locked up, I don't care for Vlad. Like you literally let this man spew all his personal business out on the street. Like what did I do? I didn't do it. I cut it out. Let's talk about, you know, your mixtapes coming up. Let's talk about something else. How you grew up and all this. Cause AR Ab is another one. AR Ab is another one. Like, he literally chose to be in the streets. He didn't have to be. He had a good upbringing. He said himself. These ain't my words. Boosie said the same thing. He had a good upbringing. But he chose to be in the streets and run the streets and be a hustler. Like, bro, this is weird, bro. It be people that don't really have to come from that, didn't grow up in that, but want so badly for everybody to acknowledge them for that. It's weird to me. It's really weird to me. So, like, Boosie, you've reached an age that many people don't see being where you from. My advice to you is grow up. Grow the fuck up and get that money. Like, it's okay to grow old, bro. It's okay to act like an adult. It's okay. You're not little Boosie no more. You're Boosie now. You're big Boosie. No pun. You're grown now. Act like it. I just don't understand that, dude. Like, bro, you survived everything people probably would never get to live to talk about. And you got so much pride to where you just like, I'm not mad that he went independent and nothing like that. I'm not mad that he felt like he could do better on his own or something like that. You your own man. But you hurried up and did just like when he responded to Fredo Bang. He could have put that on his podcast or whatever he was doing, his interviews or whatnot. But he chose to just go on IG for free and do that. Like, dude, I don't know what's wrong with that dude. Like, dude, for all the money you worth, you sure don't act like it. Boosie ain't never been soft. I ain't gonna say no lame-ish like he's soft or something like that, because I seen him scrap. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't never been afraid of confrontation. But what I don't respect about Boosie is the Marlo situation. I don't respect that at all. But that's not to say, oh, he made Marlo do nothing or he made the ones around him do something. Like, this is all alleged. If what Marlo was saying was true, or if the ones around you is saying if that's true, only thing that I know that's to be true is that Boosie, you too old for that, man. To survive all of that and to be as frivolous as you being right now, I just don't respect it, bro. I just don't, man. You get paid to literally sit down and do nothing. You don't gotta clock in. You don't have a boss. You don't like. I don't get this dude, man. You getting paid more than 90% of people that's actually like. I don't know what to say, man. That dude crazy. Boosie a crazy dude. Like, and I say he's his own worst enemy because it's like in life, you up here. You got a mansion. You got successful kids. They don't want for nothing. Like, it's crazy. The stuff that people take for granted that people would die for. That's why I don't get it, man. I'm like, dude, you literally got everything a poor person would dream of. That they can't even dream of, can't afford to dream of. You just pissing it all away. And looking back, he gonna realize, he gonna be like, damn, I can't believe I made all that money. He made more than like, this dude made upwards of 100 million already, probably twice. And he just pissing it all away because of his own ego. That don't mean you gotta kiss Vlad's behind, but it's something to think about. Like, you getting older, not younger. And sooner or later, that money ain't gonna mean nothing. Because all that's gonna matter is the memories you made. That's all that's gonna matter. I only don't like Boosie because I'm like, I got a bunch of young guys. You know, I had a bunch of young guys around me, and I had to stop doing the stuff I was doing so they don't get mixed up in nothing or they don't think this is cool. Like, you got to do what you got to do to survive. I'm not telling you don't fight back or nothing like that, but bro, you got to be smart. One wrong move is over. So the young guys that was around me, I'm like, man, every time I fight, they want to fight. Every time I do this, they want to do more. And you know, it's like they are trying to mimic my bad behavior instead of listening to what I tell them. Like, yo, this ain't it. If you don't have to do this, don't do that. Whatever, whatever. But I can't say nothing if I'm not doing right. So, which is why I never said anything. And then when I chose to say something, it wasn't like I'm telling you you're going to do this. No, this is me talking with you, having a conversation. You're a grown man. I'm going to talk to you like you're a grown man. Like, but if I can't tell you the truth, then we're not really friends. If you can't tell me the truth, then we're not really friends. So I'm just like, bro, you could have told Marlo, nah, you gonna go this way. You don't have to do that no more. We get money. You know what I'm saying? Or the young people that's around him, yo, I already been through that. You don't gotta go through that. I don't care what you used to doing. If you're gonna be around me, you need to be in school. You need to get good grades. If you want anything from me, I want you to be somebody. I want you to be successful. Whatever you want to do, I take you under my wing. And it's not like he didn't have the money to or the connections to be able to put people around him in a better predicament. It's just like it was just like people being stuck on stupid. I guess he felt like since people want to be stupid, might as well let them do what they know best. Me, I'm like, nah. If you're around me, I move differently. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be somebody. I want you to make something of yourself. Like my business, in the words of Puffy, the one that played Puffy off of Notorious, Antoine Fisher, my business is about the streets, but my business ain't in the streets. That means I'm not out in the streets like I used to be. I don't want to do that no more because I remember I came back to the block and I seen there, I was wondering where everybody went. And I'm like, yo, where such and such at? This and that, this and that. And he like, man, everybody got pinched. And I'm like, what? He like, yeah, everybody? He's like, yeah, everybody that was over there that day. You don't see nobody up here no more. Like, and I'm like, dang. And that's when I had a choice. It was like, either I jump back into the streets, like, okay, the block is clear now. Now I can do this and that, bust a move and all that. And now I'm thinking, like, well, I'm like, that could happen to me. So, what do I want for my life? I don't want to continue to, like, man, and going to jail, like, man, I'm too old to get told what to do. Bro, right? Like, go lay down, wake up, it's time for breakfast. Like, what? Put your hands behind your back, squat, bend over. Like, that's degrading. That's degrading. Like, you gotta wake up early to get the hot shower. Then you gotta carry a weapon with you, in case you got issues with people and stuff like that. And somebody want to try you. And now you getting extra time on your bed. And now you calling home and wonder why nobody answering. Now you crying on that stress box, hoping your woman wait on you. Hoping somebody visits you. Hoping somebody sends your mail. Hoping that the streets ain't forgot about you. You done did all of this. As soon as you get out, ain't nobody that you once knew is on these blocks no more. It's been replaced by a school or a store or some apartments. You know what I'm saying? You like, what such and such? Oh, they died a long time ago. Like, what? I could have did the same thing ARF did. Took over the block, this and that. Oh, yeah, now I'm about to do this and that. I'm about to get it like ain't nobody else ever got it on bro grade. But then I was like, what does this life lead to? Dead or in jail? Sooner rather than later. And I didn't want to gamble with my life. I didn't want to gamble with my life no more. I done had too many close calls. I done been in too many situations, set up, artists. And I was like, is this the life that I want? Is this what I want for myself? Is this the road that I want to go down? And am I willing to suffer the consequences of this road? Because as soon as people have a choice to get out of it, they choose to stay in the game. And it's just a game that is basically rigged for you to lose. Because you're cheating the system. Hard work gets you anywhere you want to be. But when you cheat that system, the system has to realign itself. Which is why when dudes finally get caught, they doing 20 or they getting Ricos or they, you know what I'm saying? You see this stuff. And instead of making a different decision, we like to think that we gonna do something different than the last person. Then they crying on the stretch bus. Yeah, everybody turned on me as soon as I got locked up. Everybody, nobody, my friends for real. You didn't have to get locked up to know that. You ain't have to go through that to know that. And for Boosie to be done survived all this and live to tell about it, you could really steer kids in the right direction and they would listen to you because they know where you come from. But some people got that ego mindset, like they don't never want to pass the torch. Like me, I can't wait till I pass the torch. I'm like, and I'm living like Boosie is, like, shit, I can't wait. I'll be like, I'll let y'all be the ones risking y'all life, not me. I told y'all not to risk y'all life, but y'all want to do it anyway, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. I already told you what's down that road, and it's up to you if you choose to go down that road. Don't say I didn't tell you. They like, man, that's crazy. No, how people did me. Like, how did you do people when they was talking to you? People always like to say, ain't nobody told me nothing. Yeah, somebody told you. God ain't put nobody on this earth without any sound advice. You just didn't listen. And when people act like they hate freedom. That's what they act like. They act like they hate freedom. They hate anybody telling them right. But that's why it says in the Bible, correct a fool and he will hate you. Correct a wise man and he will love you. That goes for women too. You correct a foolish woman, she will hate you. But you correct a wise woman, she will love you. Because you didn't have to say what you said. And I know it takes a lot of bravery, me personally, I know it takes a lot of bravery to tell somebody the truth. Because you're risking your friendship just to tell them, listen, this right here, this is wrong. I don't treat you like that. Don't treat me like that. Or this is wrong how you treating that person. They ain't treating you like that. Don't treat them like that. Because there's a lot of like bad people out here, and something rare is rare to find. And a foolish person, they hate you for that. Like, how you gonna tell me and this and that, and you don't know, and this and that, and then you just wash your hands with it. You like, you know what? You gonna do what you wanna do. Don't say I ain't tell you. A legend.